You're gonna follow that, right?
No!
Too late, we're already up here. Give it up for Eric!
It's been years since I've seen an absurdist stand up. Like, good God, dude, I was not prepared. So I did some open mic on 2018, and apparently it's been the only time I've done stand-up that worked. I don't do jokes, but I'm good at telling stories. So here's one that I did over there, and it's completely unrehearsed and not tugged at all, but whatever. So when I was 11, my evil stepmother and my dad made me go to Southern Baptist Church in Texas. It was the worst. And I don't have enough time to go into that story, but I got kicked out of my Sunday school class for asking questions, branded a heretic, kicked over the thing with the Bible on it, flipped over the whole class, and then my parents found me waiting outside the main entrance. And I'm like, yep, I got kicked out of Sunday school. They won't let me back. And my dad was just like, and my stepmom was pissed. So she's like, you're going to Bible camp. And I'm like, no. But my dad didn't fight it, and my mom said, I don't want to deal with this. So off to Bible camp I went next summer. So I get there, and I'm like, I don't want to be here, but the kids are pretty cool, and like I brought snacks, they brought snacks, we share snacks, it's great. There's like kickball, and like I'm 11, so I haven't hit puberty yet, but there's this cute blonde girl playing kickball, I'm like, that's neat. And then they had in the cafeteria a whole shitload of arcades, and like I'm already super video game nerd, so this is amazing. And then, unfortunately, I have to go to congregation, and like it was a Baptist church, but this was an evangelical camp. They've got the cameras. The guy starts talking in tongues, and the friend that I thought was cool and normal starts gibbering along with him. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know, like, are you saying stuff? He's like, I'm just copying him. Why? God? Really? That's weird. And so, like, okay, but it was normal again afterwards. I got to play some of those arcades, and we had, like, food. It was, all right, went to sleep. Next day, congregation again. They're doing faith healing. Ooh, fun. It just got weirder. And one of the people that came up was a cute little blonde girl that was that had the mean like right kick. That was my left foot, but whatever. And she's like, I've been blind my whole life. And he goes, bam, healed. She's like, I can see. And I'm like, nope, I'm autistic, even though I wouldn't get the official diagnosis for 16 years. I run up on stage, and I'm like, she was playing kickball. What the hell is this? They shut down the entire operation. Like, he's going, cut it. And then, like, they drag me off stage, and then one of the counselors is like, forcibly but gently, like, hiding me out. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't understand. It's like, well, you can't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. It's like, you like the arcades, right? I'm like, I love the arcades. Here's a roll of quarters. Don't come back. And I'm like, well, what happens if I run out of quarters? It's like, well, okay, then come back and I'll give you another roll of quarters. So after congregation ends and like I rejoin, my friends are like, where'd you go? And I was like, they just gave me quarters to play arcades for free. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, rules. And so the next day, you know, where congregation is again, I don't even get allowed in the building, just here's your quarters, play arcades. And then after congregation, I go to my friends and they're very solemn and they're like quiet. I'm like, what's going on? It's like, they told us not to talk to you. I'm like, what? They actually moved me out of the bunk, so I got my own room. It was awesome. I never had to go to congregation again, but I was only the only one, and they just kept feeding me quarters. And that was the rest of Bible camp. So I get back on the bus, go back home, and my parents are waiting for me back at the church, and my stepmom has the same as this shit-eating grin on her face. And she's like, what did you learn at Bible camp? I went, well, I learned that God's all real, the whole thing's like fake, and if you question it, they'll pay you for your silence. My dad busts out laughing. She goes redder than Randy's shirt. And I go to my dad, I'm like, I never have to go back to church again, right? And he's just like, yeah, no, I don't think it's for you. So, that's how I became a
Eric, where the hell were you 30 years ago? I could have used this information. He figured out the cheat code to Bible camp. That's amazing.
I will say, Dave, your war story about, like, I don't know, whichever, pick your favorite, literally made me spill my drink. Thanks.
I'm glad my trauma can amuse you. That's what it's all about, right? That's what comedy is all about.